Ubiquitous का होता है यार.
Ubiquitous nature.
Post ने unmute
इसमें meaning क्या है?
Rohit,
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. We are having with us Dr. J.P. Rai, sir, Josna Mandal, sir.
Oh, Rai sir connected hai na?
Yes, sir. Rai, sir is connected, and the Sams Raja, sir, is also connected with us. And we are still have to connect with.
Vipin. Haan.
We are still have to connect with our invited speaker and the vice president and the president of CSI, sir.
Oh, they have not joined, na?
No, sir. They are not joined yet.
I'm making the call. Actually, Bas about me before some time.
Yes,
in Lucknow chapter event, we both were there. 11 baje. His speech is over there. After my speech, his speech was there. And let me talk what the Chinese are. Within 1-2 minutes, we will start.
Sir, Vyas sir is connected with us now, but Saini sir is not connected yet. Yes, sir.
अच्छा कहाँ छोटे भाई कहाँ छोटे भाई बस अरे फिर डिस्कनेक्ट हो गई क्या छोटे भाई वेरी गुड मंडल दा आपने जॉइन करिए थे खूब अच्छा भालो भालो
Vyas sir, is my voice is audible, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Saini sir
छोटे
is
भाई,
also connected, sir.
नमस्कार बड़े भाई शम साहब, गुड
हाँ
मॉर्निंग. गुड
चलिए 15 मिनट बाद फिर मिल गए यहाँ.
या सर देखिए,
अब देखते हैं साइनी साहब कहाँ गए.
देखिए सर, कोविड का ब्लेसिंग इन डिस्गाइज कि हम लोग मिल रहे हैं बार बार एक ही दिन में.
15 मिनट पहले हम लोग लखनऊ में थे, अभी पटना आ गए. साइनी साहब को थोड़ा लगाए ना फोन.
हाँ
सर
सर,
साहब आ गए
Yes, sir,
बाल ठीक
Saini
कर
sir
रहे
is also connected.
आगे वेरी गुड.
Yeah,
वी आर
he's
इन
there.
टाइम. हाँ ये विपिन साइनी साहब गुड मॉर्निंग.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर. गुड मॉर्निंग नायक साहब, कैसे हैं?
ठीक है बहुत अच्छे.
जी
दाढ़ी फाड़ी बढ़ा लिए क्या?
सर सोच रहे हैं.
विपिन, रोहित.
Yes, sir. Vipin sir is connected. I'm just connecting him.
But not visible. हाँ जस्ट स्टार्टिंग. तुम्हारा
हाँ ये बीसी
इसीलिए ये बीसी साहब का अनम्यूट
हो गया
Yeah.
हो गया.
He's unmuted
वेरी
now.
गुड.
Yes, sir.
अरे
नमस्ते सर. नमस्ते सभी को.
नमस्ते. तो बच्चा लग रहे हो रे.
नमस्कार.
बुढ़ा हो गया तुम बच्चा हो गए. अरे वाह.
कर ली हूँ सर.
हाँ पूरा क्लीन सेव हो गया जेंटलमैन. चलो ठीक. वी शुड स्टार्ट रोहित.
हाँ
Yes,
सर.
sir.
अभी
हाँ वी शुड स्टार्ट इन टाइम. वेरी गुड.
So can we start the session now, sir?
Okay, definitely.
So once again, very good morning to all of you on behalf of whole Indian Institute of Business Management, Patna, and Computer Society of India, Patna chapter. I welcome you all for this today's international webinar on smart computing and Internet of Things. So with these words, I like to proceed for today's webinar, and for that we are having our first is welcome address, and for that I like to welcome Professor Dr. A.K. Nayak. But before we proceed, I want to introduce Dr. Nayak. Professor A.K. Nayak is the immediate past president and chairman, Academic and Awards Committee, Computer Society of India. Is the director of Indian Institute of Business Management, Patna. He is having more than 35 years of experience in teaching, training, research, and administration in the field of computer science, information technology, and management. The former president of ICT section of Indian Science Congress Association and former chairman of Indian Society for Technical Education, Bihar Jharkhand section. Professor Nayak is the fellow of Computer Society of India, International Society for Research and Development, UK, Writers Association, National Association of Computer Educators and Trainers, and Management Studies and Promotional Institute, New Delhi. Professor Nayak is associated with the academic programs of more than 40 universities, represented as expert member in several bodies of Government of India and state government authorities, 162 papers, 12 books, edited 9 books, proceeding of national and international conferences. He has received many national and international awards, and his biography is published in 7 international directories. Professor Nayak has also worked as expert member of CEDTI, Government of India, reviewer of TST project, Government of India, member Board of Directors, DNS Institute of Cooperative Management, Government of India, regional moderator, NIELIT, Government of India, expert member Banking Services Recruitment Board, Bihar Public Service Commission, Bihar State, Technical Educator Board, Bihar State Secondary Education Board, and many more. At present, Dr. Nayak is the member of Board of Studies, Computer Science and IT, AICTE, Government of India, and member of Bureau of Indian Standard, Government of India. Professor Nayak has visited award in many assignments, including participation in SEAAARC Executive Council meeting in Colombo and General Assembly of International Federation of Information Proceeding, IFIP, situated in Austria, Vienna. He has received several national and international awards including Dr. Abdul Kalam Gold Medal Award, 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards in 4 months, that is July 19 and October 19. Professor Nayak has also worked as President, Vice President, Honorary Secretary, Division Chair, Chairman, Nomination Committee, Member Committee, Conference Committee, Internal Audit Committee, Election Committee, Chapter Bylaws Committee. So with these words, I like to welcome Professor Dr. A.K. Nayak for the welcome address.
Thank you very much, Rohit, for your nice introduction. So, first of all, I welcome everybody to this August International Webinar on Smart Computing and IoT, organized by Indian Institute of Business Management and Computer Society of India, Patna chapter. The learned President of Computer Society of India, my beloved younger brother, the most dynamic and vibrant President, Sri R.K. Vyas, the learned Vice President of Computer Society of India, and the Director of the Indraprastha University, Professor and Director of the Indraprastha University, New Delhi, Dr. A.K. Saini Sahib, the Regional Vice President of Computer Society of India, Region 2, Professor Shams Raja, and above all, our honorable chief guest of this occasion today, Dr. J.S.P. the most vibrant and dynamic Vice Chancellor of one of the excellent university in the country, J.P. University, situated at Guna, Madhya Pradesh. Sir, really on behalf of Computer Society of India as a whole, on behalf of the Computer Society of India Patna chapter and from my own institute, Indian Institute of Business Management, we extend our hearty gratitude and billions of thanks for your gracious presence on this auspicious occasion. We really very much thankful and feel privileged. And the dynamic and young, vibrant Secretary of the Computer Society of India, Dr. Vipin Tyagi, and other CSI members of the CSI Patna chapters, and the participants from different parts of the country, including from Nepal and Bhutan and other allied SAARC countries who are participating in the today's webinar. Very good morning to all of you, along with the student participants who are here. And we are going to have the 17th webinar that is being conducted during the pandemic period Corona by the CSI Patna chapter with the title Smart Computing and Internet of Things. So prior to this, under the very cohesive team and the dynamic leadership of my younger brother, the President of Computer Society of India, Mr. R.K. Vyas, and Vice President, Dr. A.K. Saini, and our regional RVPs at different places, we have been credited to conduct 195 number of webinars within this 4 months of the pandemic period. Perhaps it is in the history and it is the record that a professional society like Computer Society of India has conducted so many number of webinars and conferences on the virtual mode and the online mode, and it has never been happened in any of these societies, professional societies till today. And we have kept a target, and I have assured as the chairman of the academic committee to our president, Dr. R.K. Vyas, that will be completing 1,000 number of webinars within a year. And if the situation permits and well, we can have the offline mode and as well as the physical mode of the conferences and seminar as usual. But prior to that, we will be continuing this webinar form, and we will be fulfilling near about 1,000 of the webinar throughout the year. So just 15 minutes back, I myself and President both had been there in the another webinar conducted by our Lucknow chapter. There we have also working very hard that Lucknow is going to host the 54th annual convention of the Computer Society of India, which has been scheduled to be held in the month of February. If God permits, if God situation prevails, that will be offline and that will be a face-to-face conference, which is really the brand of the Computer Society of India, where a budget of more than 1 crore rupees get spent, and more than near about 2,000 delegates and participants, and very valuable publications are also getting published. So the thing is, keeping this topic on this webinar, so because this is very time relevant topic, the smart computing and IoT, and on this auspicious occasion, let me welcome formally all the dignitaries are here, because this is being organized. The host institute is my institute, Indian Institute of Business Management, which is a very center for excellence in the management and computer science and paramedical and allied health sciences, as well as hotel management and biotechnology and bioinformatics educational institute, and having the history of 41 years of the record, that is incepted in 41 years back. And as the director, I extend my hearty welcome and gratitude to Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. J.S.P. Sahib, who became very kind enough, and on my request, he agreed to grace this occasion as our chief guest. And then similarly, I also welcome our President, R.K. Bas, our Vice President, our Dr. A.K. Saini, our National Secretary, Dr. Vipin Tyagi, our RVP, Mr. Shams Raja, along with two of my very close friends who are being participating today as the keynote speaker. One notable of them, Dr. J.K. Mandal, the professor of the Kalyani University and the former dean of the Computer Science and the Faculty of Science of the Kalyani University, at present the director of the Internal Quality Assurance Cell of the Kalyani University. A very old friend of mine, having the 30 years of the friendship, we both are having since the University of North Bengal to the Kalyani University, and he is kind enough to address this occasion as the keynote speaker. Dr. Mandal, he had been the instrumental in organizing many of the seminars and international seminars and conferences in the country, including what as the program committee chairman in our national convention CSI 2018, which was held and organized at Kolkata, Science City of the Kolkata. I welcome Dr. Mandal. I welcome my another closest friend, Dr. Dharam Singh Jat, who will be the keynote speaker today, and he is the professor in the university, Namibia University of Science and Technology, and had been the past chairman of the Udaipur chapter, and had been a professor in the University of Udaipur, and a very long experience in the field of computing and informatics, and particularly these two people are having the research area of the smart computing and IoT, and the best personality that we are having with us today, they will be delivering. You consider that we have seen why we kept this one, because the IoT is going to impact the total community in a tremendous way, and what we are imagining the industry 4.0 will be the real effect of the IoT. You can tell IoT will be the source, and industry 4.0 will be the object, and the IoT will be the cause, and industry 4.0 will be the effect. Not only that, the thing is that you all have experience, because all the people are associated here at the field of the computer science and information technology. And what happened that we change one thing is the constant in the world, that is only the changes. And what happened, the changes happened to this technology in such a big manner, and the exponential change of this technology happened in such a way. Perhaps the world has never seen any branch of the science and technology. It has never seen any branch of the engineering that has got such rapid changes, and this quantum of the changes what the computer science and information technology has got before 70 years back, 7 decades, when we are imagining a computer of the 500 square feet area, having only the 18,000 circuits and 5,000 calculation speed, and developed by two professors of the Pennsylvania University, James Eckert and John Macaulay. And imagine today we are having came to the microprocessor. Even if we are having the computer, that is why we really compare. If we consider the first generation computer as an elephant, you had come back to the latest computer, just the shape of an insect. Power has been enhanced, technologies have been enhanced, computing facilities and fascinations have been changed tremendously. We crossed over many of the advanced computing, starting from the high-speed networking, embedded computing, the smart computing, and green computing. All these things are there, social computing, quantum computing, nano computing, biocomputing, all these things. Now it has arrived at a time where the integration of the technology should be there. That is why the thing is that if you consider the case of the IoT, which is the integration of the many technology, that we have integrated the integration of the artificial intelligence, the integration of the networking, the integration of the smart computing, the integration of the sensor technology, all have been integrated. That happened. Though that this IoT, what we have considered today, and we are considering this is the very latest tool of the technology that is impacting the society in a big way, particularly by the introduction of the Industry 4.0. But it is not such a latest and nascent technology. The technology has started from 1989, when the only two devices got connected. It is a 30-year of technology. But what happens as the time surpasses, the technology got more and more powerful. As you imagine, today we are thinking, a lot of intelligences are there. If you consider the father of all the intelligences, artificial intelligence that has been incepted in 1956, just 6 decades back, at the time of inception of the second generation computer, and first expert system was the medical expert system in the United States of America. But it has got enhanced, and a lot of its domain has been enhanced, and a lot of the technology have been integrated with this artificial intelligence, whether it is voice synthesis, it is image processing, it is multimedia technology, whatever you tell. Then we have derived, after the involvement of the exponential growth of the data, the big data, to tackle with the big data concept, we have integrated that the business intelligence came into existence. Today we talk that from artificial intelligence, we came to the business intelligence, we came to the computational intelligence, with the machine learning and all these things, we came to the data intelligence, and we are at the doorstep of the emotional intelligence, where a lot of researches are going in the world. That we came from the AI to BI, BI to CI, CI to DI, and DI to EI. Imagine what a fascinating way the technology is enhancing. And IoT, we are talking, IoT will provide us the Industry 4.0. Obviously, this technology will have a tremendous impact on what we are thinking, that we are coming to the education 4.0 after this pandemic period. So the thing is that, and it is going in such a way, imagine when it is the capability of the machine communicates with the machine, which is enhanced from the IoE, Internet of Everything, where machine communicate with the machine, as well as machine communication with the man, and man communication with the machine. And imagine that will be happened, and what I foresee in the future, the communication range can be extended, that the man can not only communicate with a man, or machine cannot communicate with a machine. That rather the power of IoE will extend it to a man can communicate with an animal can communicate with another animal, and like these things will be happen. The wide communicative domain will be there. And what we imagine by 2022, there will be 26 billion of the devices in the world will be connected with one another, which will be requiring 44 zettabytes of the memory. In what tremendous way, not only the speed of the computing, the memory capabilities, the integration capabilities, all are increasing in such a tremendous and exponential way. Imagine 44 zettabytes of the memory will be requiring for capturing the interconnectivity and communication capability of 26 billion of the devices. Imagine 44 zettabytes of the memory, which will be capable to store the human information system of all the 8 billion people of the country, world now. 8 billion people का जितना ह्यूमन इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम उतना में अकोमोडेट हो जाएगा जितना कि IoT 2022 तक जरूरत होगा जिसके लिए. Imagine we have when we are talking of a zettabyte, it is 10 to the power 21. That means 1 zettabyte equal to 1 billions of the terabyte. So imagine what the thing and what quantum we are going towards. Viewing all these things, this IIBM and Patna chapter has thought it will be a really topic where to which we can contribute to the research community, we can contribute to the student group, so to discuss and advance their knowledge in some extent. That is why this webinar has been organized, and so much dignitaries are here, assembled, starting from we will be getting the blessing of the Honorable Vice Chancellor at the inaugural address, and then we will be having the top personality of the CSI, that is national president, national vice president, and a regional vice president, as well as two experts of one from abroad and another from the country. And definitely, I think this will be very much helpful for each of you. And I wish this webinar should be a great success. With these words, thanking you, everybody, thanking all the people who have been assembled here, and thinking that everybody should have a constructive mind how we can utilize this information technology for the betterment of the mankind, for the betterment of the society, so that it will satisfy the great stanza of Bhagavad Gita, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pasyantu Makasya. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nayak sir. With these words, we are now towards the inaugural session, and for that, I like to welcome Professor J.S.P. Rai. But before we proceed, let me introduce Dr. Rai. Professor J.S.P. Rai is the Vice Chancellor of Jaypee University of Engineering and Technology. JPS Rai is one of the most renowned academicians of our country. He has completed his higher education from HBIT Kanpur. He served various positions in his career. He was professor and head department of plastic therapy at HBIT Kanpur. He also worked as a director of HBIT Kanpur. He has published more than 52 papers, journals, supervised 11 PhD theses. He has rendered expert advice and extended testing consulting to many government private sector organizations. With these words, I like to welcome Professor J.S.P. Rai for the inaugural session.
Thank you. Dear Professor Nayak, immediate past President, Computer Society of India, Mr. R.K. Vyas, President, Computer Society of India, Professor Saini, Vice President, Computer Society of India, Professor Raja, Regional Vice President, Computer Society of India, learned keynote speakers, and all participants. A very good afternoon to all of you. I'm really thankful for the Computer Society of India and the IIBM Patna, who has given me this opportunity to talk to you on this relevant topic of today. I'm happy to note that the Patna Computer Society of India, in collaboration with this IIBM Patna, is organizing this webinar on a relevant topic which is of utmost importance. The topic is quite relevant, that is smart computing and IoT. I appreciate the efforts of Computer Society of India to educate the students, faculty, and IT professionals in this difficult time of pandemic COVID. At this university also, we have the student branch of the Computer Society of India, and they are quite active and involved in various events throughout the year. Although I'm not a computer expert, but in the last 10 years, and at the management level, I have observed the need of the computer education, and particularly in the last few years, the development in the field of IoT, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. Professor Nayak has elaborated in great detail the need of these two things in the coming days. However, the need of the education in present era started with the industrial growth and requirements of the society, the need of the people. Accordingly, depending on this condition, the different countries in the world felt and tried to cope up with the necessities of human being in general. If you recollect, in 1780, the invention of the steam engine by James Watt changed the workforce forever. Immediately, the manual labor was in demand as machines were able to complete jobs faster and more accurately. new jobs for working machinery were created, and families moved from the countryside to the city side. That was a major change in the society at that time. Because the people from the agricultural life had changed to a life in the life to the industry. This was the era of education. One, the labors were only required. There was no role of education in getting a job at that time. At that time also, the education was available to a limited place and was mainly achieved by the rich families in the world. These kind of jobs were in demand until around 1900. Afterwards, when the production line became popular during the second stage of industrial revolution, workers had their own role to play in the production line with expertise in one small area, instead of end-to-end knowledge about a product. The efficiency of production line and the need of better quality products at lower cost, society felt the need of education too, and we have changed the education system in that particular time. In that time, the students were taught similar to production line. I remember at the time of Pandit Nehru, there was a meeting of the academicians and the various industry people from all over the country. And one of the person who attended that meeting, Professor C.S. Jha, I met him when he was at the defense, and he has suggested that the various industries were asking that you are not producing the engineers, trained manpower for our own industry. At that time, Professor Jha has said to that particular meeting that we are producing a general engineers who can be trained at your level. And from that meeting, it was decided that the engineers must be given summer internship by the various industry. And at present also, we are having the similar infrastructure all over the country that definitely the engineering graduates must go to learn the industrial atmosphere at this level also. And since then, the students are being taught to similar production line, and even today, the more focus is towards that education system only. Just 70 years later, the computer brought a third industrial revolution. The rigid system of the production line were suddenly made flexible, and computing quickly spread across all industries, from agriculture to banking, management, and shipping, and various sectors. It was Education 3. The computers were used only for calculations, presentations, and similar work. In year around 2000, ubiquitous nature of the internet used in the fourth industrial revolution, the connected computer. Connectivity between systems has made remote working and collaboration a possibility. This is era of Education 4, and in fact, in this time of pandemic, it has forcibly implemented the concept of this education. This Education 4 is a desired approach of learning that aligns itself with the emerging fourth industrial revolution. All these are required in the present era just because of the industry needs it, the society needs it. This industrial revolution focuses mainly on the IoT, artificial intelligence, robotics, machine learning, and relevant other fields. All these are definitely going to affect our everyday lives. This industry 4 also requires the defined, that is required the connected cyber physical systems powered by IoT and data and supported by smart computing. For universities to continue to produce successful graduates, there is a need of preparing students for the world where these cyber physical systems are prevalent across all industrial sectors. Cyber physical systems are steadily becoming more integrated into various industries, inevitably affecting the skill requirement for employees. I'm sure in this webinar, all these aspects related to IoT, artificial intelligence, and relevant applications to the exact life of the human being will be discussed by experts and the participants, and definitely the keynote speakers will give certain points which can focus the participants for further discussions. With these words, I once again congratulate the organizers and Professor A.K. Nayak for giving me the opportunity to speak to all of you. And I'm thankful to the Computer Society of India for arranging this webinar on relevant topic. Apart from this, I would like to just focus these experts that they should try to understand the difficulty that is being faced by the listeners of these webinars, how to get feedback, and accordingly we can improve this webinar system. Because of this need of, this is the need of the hour, and many universities as well as the students are focusing, and in our country definitely the internet facility is not equally available to all the users. With these words, I wish the success of this seminar and this webinar, and hope the deliberations will lead to a better life of the society. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rai sir. Thank you very much. On behalf of the whole society, on behalf of our president, vice president, and all members, and our national secretary belongs to your university. And we are very much grateful for your kind word in this webinar. And particularly the thing what you told, we are also in the learning stage, because from one webinar to another webinar, we are also improving our mode of communication and interaction with the persons. That is why what you told, that feedback is very much essential, from where we can try to improve something which is at the lacuna in this webinar, in the next webinar. And another thing, what you have really pointed, very important thing so far as the industry 4.0 and education 4.0, and you have also highlighted that in what way the proper direction should be maintained in this respect. And really the webinar is very much grateful, and the gathering is very much grateful for your gracious presence and for your kind words and your blessing and good wishes for the success of this webinar. Thank you very much, sir, once again.
Thank you very much, Rai sir. Thank you very much, Nayak sir. So now we are head towards our inaugural session, and for that I like to welcome Professor R.K. Vyas sir. But before we proceed, let me introduce Vyas sir. Mr. R.K. Vyas is the President of Computer Society of India, is the member Governing Council Institute of Electronics and Telecommunication. He has been the Regional Vice President and National Vice President of CSI, having 3.5 decades of computer science and IT. Mr. Vyas has completed his service career from University of Delhi. With these words, I like to welcome Mr. R.K. Vyas sir for the presidential address.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, Professor Nayak, my elder brother, past president and academic and awards committee chairman, for inviting me to this conference of smart computing and Internet of Things. I am really grateful to attend this and give my talk. Well, first of all, I give my pleasure to that I am along with my other colleagues, Professor A.K. Sani, Vice President, Professor Shams Raza, Regional Vice President, and we have also eminent speakers like Dr. J.K. Mandal, who has been associated with Computer Society of India and all over, and other institutions also at IET and other places. Then we have eminent speaker Professor Dharam Singh Jat from Udaipur, and we have a pleasure of having him from Namibia, and he has been really kind enough to be available for many of the activities of Computer Society of India. Recently, we had an activity in Udaipur. He was there also, and many other places he is available for us. Then we have an expert talks from the Mr. Rohit Singh. He is a project management. Then we have people from all over the country, especially from the Patna chapter. Many of the persons are there, many of the CSI members there. Then I see we have person like Dr. Johar, who is from the Geological Survey of India and Himalayan Institute of Geology at Dehradun, and senior scientist there. And he is also associated with us in CSI Dehradun chapter, and he has been past chairman and other things there. So with all this and many other people who are attending, I think Professor Nayak, who has been conducting a lot of activities in association with the Indian Institute of Business Management in the past 3-4 months in the pandemic area, we have been conducting a lot of activities, and Patna chapter has already conducted more than around 20 activities they have conducted, and IIBM is one of the platform in association with which Patna chapter conducts the activity. Before I start, I want to pay my homage to Professor UK Singh of IIBM, who was along with us in Computer Society of India also, and he was also guiding us at various activities in the Computer Society of India, and he has been a mentor of IIBM in the past around four decades, as I could gather, and I had an opportunity to meet him. So I pay my homage to Professor UK Singh on this occasion. Unfortunately, we lost him quickly. I don't have words to say that it was really a surprise for me when I got a message from Professor Nayak about the sad demise of Professor UK Singh. So with these words, I will say the topic of the smart computing and IoT. Now, when we say smart, everything is becoming smart. And now we talk about the smart cities, smart maintenance of the conferences, smart maintenance of the institution, smart universities, and smart town. So this smart thing, which is to be included in this era, with many of the things of computer and IT clubbed together. When we say Internet of Things, when we say smart cities, suppose we take an example of smart cities. If it is not being associated with the Internet of Things, how can we have a smart city? And that is why when we say that smart computing and smart IoT, they are the two topics associated with each other where we have to develop. And I think the speakers or the keynote speakers which we have, like Professor Mandal and Dharam Singh ji, they'll be talking much more about what smartness we can be introducing using the latest technology in artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and Internet of Things. When we talk about recently in the morning, myself and Professor Nayak, we were there in one of the webinar conducted by Lucknow chapter. There we have talked about the robots and information technology through robotics. And there we have seen how robots are helping us in taking care of the patients and in taking care of various activities during this pandemic era, when people are really scared of moving to the hospitals and many more things due to infection and many other activities. But when we have the machines, or when we have the smart machines, when we have got the thinking machines, all these type of things are there, then we can really overcome these kind of things with the help of our own IT professionals who are developing it in the various arenas. We have in electronics and computer science, we have been doing many more things, and many things are being taken care at this stage. Because of this, we have been really smart, and we know that most of us in the country know that Indian IT professionals are very well and worldwide known. We know Sundar Pichai and Microsoft CEO and many Adobe and many places. We have got our own IT professionals from India. Only thing which I say always that we have lagged behind in hardware scenario. But with the with new government which is being supporting us at various arena with various kind of ways how to put up the hardwares so that with smart computing, smart digital labs and smart things, we have really trying to cope up with those things which we are lacking behind in the past. And soon we'll see that if an effort is being by our young technocrats in computer science, IT and electronics, we will be able to overcome these difficulties. And in this arena, we have to think about the development of hardware technology and network technology in our own country when we have got a lot of security risk, because most of the time we are working on the networks. And networks, if we have got a networks or we have got the peripherals or we have the hardwares from other countries which are really penetrating into our own secrets, not only the military secrets, but many other secrets, intellectual secrets, and many more things. And the vulnerability increases when we import or when we get the hardware from them, and these type of vulnerability increases on this. So when we talk about the smart computing, obviously we have to have a smart processors, we have to have a smart hardwares and smart networking arena at all over the country with various kind of sensors, etc., which we'll be talking about in various talks after this. So this arena we have to also talk. I think the speakers in this session, they will also talk how to develop various kinds of smart hardware techniques within the country when we already have the facilities, and the government of India is already giving us all types of facility with Make in India and type of projects which has been conducted, which has been really taken over by our government. With these words, I once again thank the organizers, Indian Institute of Business Management, Professor A.K. Nayak, my elder brother, and Professor Shams Raza, Patna chapter of Computer Society of India, Gaurav and all. They have really done a very good session for whole, and we have really have a privilege of having the very good speakers like Professor Mandal, then Dharam Singh ji and Rohit, who will be deliberating on various aspects of the smart computing, and Professor A.K. Nayak, our Vice President, A.K. Seni, our Vice President, who is an industry expert and is a director of Industry Interaction Cell in one of the eminent university in the country. He'll be also giving his views on this topic soon after me. Thank you very much. Thank you to all. And once again, I say it's my pleasure to be with you all at this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my beloved younger brother, for gracing this occasion and delivering the presidential address from the biggest IT professional society of the world, the Computer Society of India, having more than 1,25,000 members, 81 chapters, and 500 more student branches. Really, the Patna chapter is grateful for your guys' presence. But one thing, we'll be taking 2 minutes of the times of everybody. The very sad news what our president has mentioned, Professor U.K. Singh image, because I was waiting that it should come from our president's mouth, because the CSI as a whole can very much of at the state of sorry state by listening to these things. 25th July at 1 a.m. Dr. Singh, our founder, director general, and founder of this group of institution, has passed away at the age of 67. And after that, by knowing this message, lot of condolences came, lot of sorry messages came from throughout the world. And only alone from the Computer Society of India, I have got more than thousands of the condolence messages by his sad demise. and our well-wisher students and this thing. A group of 41-year-old educational institution group, we are having more than lakhs of the students, multiple thousands of the students working at abroad, and everybody has been quite shocked by the untimely demise of our Honorable Director General, Professor Dr. U.K. Singh. Dr. U.K. Singh was a key personality and established the Indian Institute of Business Management and allied group of 18 institutions in the country in the year 1979, just 41 years back, along with the friend Professor P.R. Trivedi. And the group has been enhanced in such a way, today we are having the offices at 18 locations of the country, along with having 2 universities at the northeast part of the country. One is the Global Open University under the public-private partnership of the government of Nagaland, and Dimapur having the campus of more than 100 acres. Another university at Arunachal Pradesh, the Indira Gandhi Technological and Medical Science University. And Professor Singh is regarded as the father of IT and vocational education in the state of undivided Bihar and Jharkhand. And apart from that, being an expert of the management sciences and having the multi varieties of knowledge and gathering possessed by Dr. U.K. Singh. Dr. U.K. Singh had been the instrumental of establishment of CSI Patna chapter in the year 1986 as its founder, vice chairman, and 1990 he became the chairman of the Patna chapter, and after him I became the chairman in 92. And he has also contributed significantly for the cause and growth of the Computer Society of India. He remained as our regional vice president of the Eastern region. He remained as our national division chairman of the communication of the Computer Society of India. He remained the national nomination committee member, and many ways he has contributed. And for his significant contribution to the cause of the computer and IT development in the country, Computer Society of India awarded him the fellowship award in the Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad campus at 2011. And in 2015, in our Golden Jubilee celebration, Professor Dr. U.K. Singh has also been awarded as the Lifetime Achievement Award of the Computer Society of India. A eminent visionary and a person who was thinking 10 years ahead and is having the credit of establishment of the group of educational institution, and particularly vocational and technical education, and the first person to have the computer education, hotel management education, as well as the environmental education, journalism and mass communication education, and allied health science education in the undivided states of Bihar, that is Bihar and Jharkhand. People remember U.K. Singh with a dignity and with a great honor. On this occasion, I must have to request each of you, since this webinar is being arranged under the banner of Computer Society of India as well as the Indian Institute of Business Management, for which he had the great contribution, we kindly keep for 2 minutes of condolence after the announcement of our national president in the honor of that great personality, and pray to the God for keeping his soul in the peace. Rohit, please conduct the condolence for 2 minutes. After that you start.
Okay, I request all of you to please make a condolence for 2 minutes and pray the God. So let's start. Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you, Rohit. Thank you. Please
so
continue.
I pray that his soul rest in peace. So moving forward, we are having now the guest of honor, and for that, I like to welcome Dr. Anil Kumar Saini. He is the Vice President of Computer Society of India. He is the Professor IT, University School of Management Studies, GGST, GGSIP University, Delhi. He is having 100 plus papers published in journal conferences, editor of Corpus Indexed Journal, published 16 books. He is having more than 29 years of teaching experience and 6 years of industry experience. With these words, I like to welcome Dr. Anil Kumar Saini for the guest of honor.
Thank you, Rohit. Let me just start with what we just took up before this session, is that the condolences of to Professor UK Singh on my personal behalf also, because I had the privilege of being associated with him in 2015 as a part of the National Nomination Committee. And it was his great gesture that despite being senior and guide and mentor to me, he really offered me that to take up the chairmanship. Rather, he said he'll just guide me. I think this is the kind of great heart which he had. He was used to promote everybody, especially the youngsters. I think I, again, on my personal behalf also, pay my condolences to him and pray to the God that his soul may rest in peace. Thank you so much. Now, let me come back to what my esteemed panelists today, what we see on the stage. I think we have experienced, we have a blend of experienced people as well as the young people who are going to talk today. We have Professor Dharam Singh also, who is a very well-known person. Professor J.K. Mandal, of course, my old friend and well-known person in the fraternity of CSI and IET both. I think he's going to be one of the key speakers. So I think with all these panelists, we are sure that this event is going to be a great event. Now, everybody is talking about smart. And we find that plenty of discussions are happening about smartphones, smart homes, smart cities. But if you look at in simple terms, smart means what? Smart means when we add computing power to our phones, it becomes smart. If you look at the feature phone and the smartphones, the difference is the computing power which they have with them. Similarly, the computing power, if that is added to the houses or public facilities, or connecting them to a network or to the internet, that basically makes them smart. So if we see what actually smart computing possibly mean, is that we need to look at that basically it's a multidisciplinary area where we find that advanced computational methods and technologies are combined with engineering approaches to create systems, applications, and new services. The objective is to meet the needs of the society. In fact, what we need, what we look for actually is something which is provided by what we call a smart computing, because we want the things to be done in a smart way. Several diverse applications areas which actually have been included or which have been impacted by smart computing, they include business applications, healthcare, energy sector, transportation systems, environment, security, surveillance, industrial automation systems, information retrieval, publishing, entertainment. And I think the list is very, very long. So because in all these areas, when you talk of smart, we find that innovation actually becomes one of the major components, because smart means doing things in a better way. So that requires innovation to be in place. So innovation requires both conceiving the new applications and services, as well as improving the efficiency, reliability, and sustainability of the existing applications. So smart in that sense, because we look at that in our day-to-day term, we also find when you call a person smart, that means we find that the person should be actually should be able to appreciate what you want to convey, and should be able to really perceive what your ideas are. If you look at the kind of I think I was looking at one of the paper which said that smart computing which drives the era of IT growth. In that paper by Bartle, he defines that smart computing is a new generation of integrated hardware, software, and network technologies that provide IT systems with real-time awareness of the real world. And the purpose of all this integration of hardware and software is basically that it will optimize the business processes and business balance sheets results. Ultimately, at the end of the day, when we say smart computing or any other technologies, we need to look at our balance sheet, or you can say the return on investment. It must result into tangible gains. So if you look at the kind of benefits which smart computing provides. Of course, it has been impacted in a big way by what's called the Internet of Things and the cloud computing or the cloud capabilities. So if you look at some of the gains which we find, there are 5 A's I would like to associate with the smart computing suggested by Bartle. One of them is awareness. I think this is very important. Awareness means connectivity to the world. And we find that Internet of Things provides that. So when we want to connect to the different devices and other things, we look at Internet of Things, which is going to really help us. And that also make use of sensors, embedded chips, videos, and so on. So you can say the unified communication technologies such as third generation wireless networks are going to play a very vital role when we look at the awareness part. That is the first dimension or the first benefit which is going to accrue. Analysis is done using standard business intelligence tool, because whatever we do, unless that data which is captured by the sensors and all that, that must really add value. Value that is possible only to say capture the real-time data. So say capturing data and analyzing that data, that means it should be able to say help the business and governments through the use of analytical tools. So analysis is the second aspect, which actually is important. Alternatives. Now, when you say alternative, means we're talking of decision-making process. So the smart computing must also try to suggest us or recommend to us how do we decide about course of action. For this purpose, we need to look at the rules of engines and workflow, which is going to be of great importance when you talk of smart computing. Actions are based on the alternative which you select. That means the result of analysis. And here, either we can make these actions either automatically initiating those actions, or maybe through human intervention, we can do that. So I think that's another domain where we need to look at how smart computing enables that action-taking activity in smart computing. Audibility, basically it's a feedback system, which is very important for every system, that unless we have a feedback system which is going to improve upon, or maybe say improve what actually is being done and how it is being done, so that we can ensure the compliance and improvement in the existing processes. So this is very important. And if you look at the whole scenario of smart computing and IoT, it is going to be the thing of the tomorrow. Government has also announced the smart city project, which is going to, which is basically has a span of 5 years from 2019 to 2023. And we have already seen that about 100+ cities identified under the smart cities project, which all of them are going to make extensive use of smart computing. I think with these words, I would like to congratulate IIBM, led by Professor A.K. Nayak. He's my elder brother and guide and mentor in CSI also. We have our ExCom members, Dr. Shams Raza, our National Vice President, and Professor J.K. Mandal, and many more speakers, Professor Dharam Singh, who are going to really throw a lot of light on this. I'm sure all the audience actually will find this session, this webinar to be very, very useful. Thank you so much and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. So with these words, we are now towards our first session, that is our invited speakers session. And for that, I like to invite the moderator of the session, Seetal Kumari, PEDM second semester student of Indian Institute of Business Management, Patna.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm very obliged that I got this opportunity to introduce our speaker. So before proceed, I would like to say some brief introduction about J.K. Mandal, sir. So he had completed his MTech in Computer Science from University of Calcutta in 1987. Awarded PhD in Computer Science and Engineering by Jadavpur University in 2000. Working as a Professor of Computer Science and Engineering, University of Kalyani. Former Dean, Faculty of Engineering, Technology and Management, KU, for 2 consecutive terms during 2008 to 2012. Director, IQAC and Chairman, CIRM, Kalyani University. Served as Professor Computer Applications, Kalyani Government Engineering College for 2 years. He was Associate Professor Computer Science for 8 years at North Bengal University and Assistant Professor Computer Science, North Bengal University for 7 years. He also served as a lecturer at NERIST, Itanagar for 1 year, 34 years of teaching and research experience in coding theory, data and network security, and authentication, remote sensing, and GIS-based applications, data compression, error correction, visual cryptography, and steganography. Awarded 23 PhD degrees, one submitted and 8 are pursuing. Supervised 3 masters in philosophy, more than 80 MTech, and about 130 MCA dissertations. Guest editor of MST Journal of Springer. Published more than 400 research articles, out of which 180 articles in international journals. Published 8 books from Springer, LPA Germany, IGI Global, etc. Recently, he had published a textbook on reversible steganography and authentication via transform encoding from Springer. He has organized 35 international conferences and corresponding editors of edited volumes and conference publication of Springer, IEEE, and Elsevier, etc. And edited 35 volume of volume editor. He has completed 5 research projects from which grant received from AICTE and Government of West Bengal. He served as Secretary IETC Kolkata Center, Chairman CSI Kolkata Chapter and CSI Siliguri Chapter. Higher Education Department, Government of West Bengal, India confirmed him Shiksha Ratna Award for outstanding performance in education in 2018. With all these delight words, I would like to welcome J.K. Mandal sir to please come forward and enlighten ourselves for their words. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sital. Thank you, Professor Nayak, R.K. Vyas, Bipin Tyagi, my old friends, other dignitaries, Professor Sayani, for giving me opportunity to share some of my ideas on IoT and IoT-based systems. So, also I am feeling badly that Professor U.K. Singh is no more with us because when I have started the CSI career, Professor Nayak was there, U.K. Singh was there. So that that was my starting point of a career as a CSI. So I am also missing my guardian. So you please allow me to share the PPT. PPT is not shareable. Can you allow me?
Right?
Yes, sir. I'm just allowing.
Okay, please.
Yes, sir. Now you can share, sir.
No, it is calling us. Okay, just try. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. It's visible.
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
So,
Okay, very good.
Okay. So I am just sharing some of my ideas on Internet of Things and their applications. So you see that we have the connected device with some activity of our daily life. I can say that this is the Internet of Things. Now we have a real-time system. This is also a real-time system. A system is called a real-time system. So when we need quantitative expression of time to describe the behavior of the system. So suppose I have an oximeter now. So if I am using the oximeter for my own purpose, that means that is a real-time system. But if this oximeter is connected through my Bluetooth or Wi-Fi to my internet so that other can monitor me, other can see my oxygen level, that means that is a device, is a real-time device definitely, but it is connected to an IoT system. So this is the normal situation. You see, let's the pre-internet things. It was connectivity with human to human. It was fixed and mobile, telephony, SMS, it was there. But now when networks added to this system, so I am coming to www. That means internet of connect or content. We are getting emails, information, entertainment. Now, then there was no IT platform and services at that time. So it was internet of content only. Now when IT platform is added, then Web 2.0 is coming. And then we are going for e-productivity, e-commerce. So now at that moment, your application devices were not usable with this technology. So now phones and applications are added. And as a result, social media is added, Skype, Facebook, YouTube. So it is internet of people. And in Web 2.0 era, it was internet of services. So I was getting the services, but my phones and applications are not available. Now we have gone to internet of people. Is it social media, Skype, Facebook, YouTube, all are available to the common people with phones and various applications. So now a device and objects are connected. It's coming to the internet of things. That means I'm communicating from machine to machine. Identification, tracking, monitoring, metering, semantically structured and shared data with analytics and capability of taking decision based on past data and the data at this moment with some threshold, where the thresholds are different for each cases. So that means you have the data and ambient context. So this is the scenario of Internet of Things. So now I can say that the IoT is a global network infrastructure linking physical and virtual objects through exploitation of data capture and communication capabilities. That means I'm capturing the data using some sensor. That means I have a device which can capture the data on real-time basis. And it has a communication capability. It communicates the data to the server, communicate the data to the person intended to monitor the system through server. So that is the IoT. Now let us consider that ITU, the definition of International Telecommunication Union. It's a global infrastructure. IoT is a global infrastructure for the information society, enabling advanced services by interconnecting physical and virtual things based on existing and evolving interoperable information and communication technologies. So this is the International Telecommunication Union definition. Now, IETF is a worldwide network of interconnected objects uniquely addressable based on standard communication protocol. Now, as per IEEE, IoT is a network of items, each embedded with sensor which are connected to the internet. So now I can define a category of real-time systems and IoT. That means I have a device. I can get the pressure. I can get, if I have a mobile device and application is there, I'm putting my thumb on that mobile camera. So I'm getting my heart rate. That means I am getting that as a real-time applications. But if this is communicated through communication device, through wireless, through Bluetooth, to the network, to other places, then it is the IoT. And this is the basic difference between real-time systems and the IoT. According to the Wikipedia, the Internet of Things is the network of physical devices, vehicles, home applications, and other items embedded with electronics, software, sensors, actuator, and connectivity, which enables the things to connect and exchange the data, and creating the opportunity for more direct integration of the physical world into the computer-based system. That means I am connecting my physical world through a computer systems. That means anywhere I can see the device, I can monitor the device, I can see the status, and resulting in the efficiency and improvement and economic benefits and reduces the human exertions. So now if we talk about the machine-to-machine communications, it's a data communication among physical things which do not need human interaction. At the beginning, we are talking that human to human interaction, but now we are talking M to M, machine to machine communication. Example is a data communication between things and a server. Things to things communication either directly or over a network. That means a communication system or communication network must be there for this IoT based systems or M2M connectivity. So what are the key elements of this M2M communication system? The key elements are M2M devices. The devices capable of replying to a request for a data contained with those devices are capable of transmitting data autonomously. And we have M2M area network, provide the connectivity between M2M devices. It may be gateway, maybe personal area networks, or it may be VPN. Then you have the M2M gateway, which uses interconnectivity of M2M devices. And you have a complete M2M networks, maybe LTE, WiMAX, WLAN, whatever may be. And M2M applications is contain the business process engineering. So now let us see the global scenario. By November, by 2020, 2000. The penetration started, if we talk about 2002, but at that time, you see that connected device was 2%. Now we are talking about around 3%. So you see that still we are moving ahead, but lagging behind. And if you think of IoT market, in 2003, world population, you see 6.3, now 7.6, connected devices 500 million only. In 2010, 12.5 billion, 2015, 25 billion, and in 2020, it is 50 billion. And connected device per person, if you talk about 2003, it was 0.08. And in 2010, it was 1.84. 2015, 3.47, and in 2020, 6.58. I have most of the cases, even rural people have their phone nowadays. And the application may be car, maybe your communication, maybe your laptop, maybe palm top or tab. So you see that most of the global scenario, you see smart cities are the major share still now in incorporating these IoT systems. Then industrial IoT is around 24%. The connected health is around 20%. Then our smart homes only 14%. And the connected cars and other 7%. And wearables are 3% still now. And your smart utilities 4% and others are 2%. This is the global IoT market sector. And in 2017, we may say that this is the era of a threshold of this IoT market. You see that your Google launches IoT Core, a cloud services during May. Then you see we have the Google confirm the self-driving car mid-November. So other activities, along with other activities. So these are major activities of the starting point of IoT is there. Now, what are the building blocks of IoT? We have 4 basic building blocks of the IoT-based systems. One is the end devices, nodes. These are basically the sensor. Then you have the gateways, local processing. nodes, we have the connectivity, and then we have the cloud-based application and the storage. Nowadays, mostly we are using or talking about the cloud-based applications. So if we talk about the building blocks of the IoT, these are called the end devices. These are sensors, objects, RFID tags, and the actuator. What is the actuator? The actuator is to, you see, take the action at part the requirement. Along with getting the acceleration, because it has to reach 11.5 kilometer per second for the escape velocity to throw the satellite. So you see that this is a perilous task. Your actuator will do this in parallel to the normal scheduling. So that is your actuators. We have the RFID tags. That means to read and write a data from an object of IoT-based systems. We have the objects, and sensors are the devices which can communicate to the external world to take some data on real-time environment of a particular system. Now come to the gateway or local processing unit. We have a middleware. So we have the IoT readers. So after reading the data, it has to be communicated. The signal has to be taken by the signal receiver, and you have to have a transcriber to communicate the signal with the servers or through communication network. Now about the network. So here you can go for have to have the connectivity for IoT-based systems. So in connectivity, we may have Wi-Fi, we may have Bluetooth. Nowadays they are using Zigbee, LoRa. So various connectivity platform for the networks. We have to go for it for IoT-based system. Now when I am talking about the connectivity end-to-end, sending and receiving the data based on some protocol. So we have the IoT applications and the storage. Nowadays, the cloud storage is a major advantage of these IoT-based systems. Earlier, when we are processing some computational things, we have to go for some physical system. Computational or computing power has to be acquired by the institute or by the person. But nowadays, you see that we have a cloud-based computing power, cloud-based enormous computing storage. So I can use that as a value-added services. And as a result, we are going for IoT applications in health, agriculture, traffic, smart city. In all cases, I can integrate my application. So now if we think of the building blocks at a block level simulations here, you see we have the things or the sensors, where we have the sensors and actuators. We have the processing of the sensors and actuator, and then it is communicating with the local area networks using some devices or the communication systems. Also, we have the gateway, where we have the communication. It's a receiving two-way communications, and processing. It may be LAN, WAN, PAN, whatever may be, and wireless communication systems, and it's connecting to the internet. And through internet is the backend device, maybe remote servers, and is giving the access to the end user control devices. So this is the block level simulation of the complete IoT based system. We have, you see the various layers, 4 layers. First is your application layer, where you are going for various applications, number of applications I can incorporate on this. Then you have a management layer. So definitely application, then management, but whatever with the management, the communication layer should be there. And then we have a lower sensing layer, measure, collect and process the physical quantity in a real-time basis as a real-time systems. So we have the IoT applications in building automations, in smart cities, e-health, transportations, smart metering, logistic, and remote monitoring, industrial automations in each every SS. Suppose then when I am going for the a plane, we have an autopilot system. What autopilot system does? So when plane is running over a seas for long duration, you see the pilots, they used to put a special switch there, which is called the autopilot system. It used to make the measurement of the height and stuff, used to trace the path and automatically used to trace the correction of the path. That means it's automated, and also it is communicating with the local controller and local control systems in ATC of that vicinity of the system. So this is called the IoT based systems and automated systems, real-time systems connected to the network and internet from end to end. So now in health, suppose you have a very simple cell phone. Now if myself, I have a motion, so I am tracking the motion, I am taking the heart, so I am just putting the device, and then my Bluetooth is connected to my phone with Zigbee, then it is connected to the GPS and the gateway, and then through network I can go for it, that doctors and others. That means, so if some problem is there, if some threshold, some real-time data is there, it's processing the data, it's getting the threshold, measuring the threshold, whether it is below the threshold or above the threshold, then it is putting an alarm or sending the message through these communication systems. So this is your IoT in health. You see, suppose we have here a patient, a COVID patient. So I need to monitor the blood pressure, blood sugar, oxygen levels, so all these things, COPD and all other things. So I have the devices. If all devices are here, now I can monitor from the remote places or from a distance place to keep the safe distance, to keep protocols. So that means if in emergency, suppose the oxygen level has reduced, oximeter is there, which is connected to the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and the public system networks or any network systems. Now I can monitor from the control room, and I can see if the oxygen level goes down, now I can put the patient into the ventilator at that moment. So alarm will be raised, because you see, if the oxygen level goes below 94, 93, then definitely you have to give support of the oxygen. So some simple oximeter can do and save the life, and at that moment I can take care of the systems. So this is your IoT. Now IoT in agriculture. You see, nowadays we have the drip irrigation systems. What is drip irrigation? That means we put the pipes and the waters are sparkle based on the level of the moisture in the herbs, and trees. So now I have a moisture sensor. So we have a moisture sensor used to sense the moisture of the soil, and then based on that moisture, I am sparkulating the water at the time. So then, and I am getting the data from my own mobile devices, that what it is being done, at what time it is being given, and what is the current status of the moisture level. I can monitor it. Then what is the status of the plant growth and other things, what is the health of the plants, I can see from there, and I can monitor in agriculture. So you see that all things from the agriculture I can monitor, that they are feeder of these livestock animals at a particular time. So I can put it on, so I can see, I can monitor all these things through IoT-based systems. You see that smart attendance systems. Nowadays it is a common to all various institutions that you put your finger and you take the fingerprint of you, and the RFID tag is there. It used to read your fingerprint, used to compare, and it used to put your attendance during the classes, which can be analyzed. We put the data in the database, and now you can analyze anything. So the total records during your complete session and semester. So I can go for IoT education. Now you see in library system. Here you see the only book. When I'm taking a books, now someone getting the books from the stack and giving it to me in a manual systems. Now if I put the RFID, so I have to search the books. And you see that when I am giving the book, returning the book back, someone is keeping the same place on the stack based on some sequence number, which is called the SSN number. So here you see, if I misplace the book, if I keep the book in an improper place, now next people will not get that book in that. Now instead of that, if I put RFID tags, suppose only readable tags are there. So now from here, and we have the location of that particular book. So I can trace the location of that book from the network system. RFID tag is connected to the gateway is connected to the server, and from the server I can access by the users or the librarians or the people working there. They can get it and see the book, where is the book is, what is the located the book. So I can get that book from there. Even if it is misplaced, then definitely that it will give the position of the book in areas based on your latitude and longitudes. Now in traffic also, you see, in traffic you see that when I am running a traffic train, so I can monitor the track situations, I can monitor the speed, I can monitor multiple trains and using the satellite GPS tracking systems. Even if I go to the car parking, so if I put various RFID tags in the parking base at a particular time, anytime I can, if it's connected to the applications and the Internet of Things, then you see anytime the road, I can see this parking place whether there is a permission of putting my car or not. You say that this is also a traffic. That means traffic congestion can be analyzed. Normally what we do, that we get a statistics of the congestion in a particular direction at a particular time of the road, and then we use to monitor the system in terms of the time of the line. Now if it is made automatic in terms of the RTBS system, if some stacks are there, if some sensors are there, it can count the number of vehicles at a time at that moment in that direction. At a particular situation, if it is reverse, then in that case also I can automatically control the timing from the traffic signals or traffic lights. That means it will be a real-time systems, and it can be done using these IoT systems. So in smart home, you see you have your fridge, you have your AC, you have your all systems are there. Now when you are running your car, so you are coming to the home. So you are feeling exhausted. So you are thinking that your AC should be switched on 30 minutes back when you are getting into your room. Now, if your device is connected with this AC, and if it is connected through your Wi-Fi and your network systems through your mobile device, you can switch on your AC 15 minutes back so that your room will be cool and will not get exhausted inside your closed room, because during whole day at your office, your room was closed. So various smart devices you can use in your home. So you see, this is one of the retail shops. I can put the RFID tags like your libraries and others. So you can put the RFID tags, you can take your materials, you can take the tags, and then you can collect the materials and pay automatically through your cards and come out through the gate. It will just see and just check and it will allow. So in smart cities, we have the various things. You see, you have to have some Wi-Fi system somewhere. I'm getting here and there, but my mobile device is not connected. I can use that Wi-Fi. That is one. In the roadsides, I may have some the Wi-Fi hubs and routers. I can use that. So traffic can be monitored automatically. So now water supply in the roads, public safety, your very good smart environment in a city. You see, these are. Now let us consider the smart city IoT-based waste collection. So I am putting a sensor on each the garbage box. You see, then if it is full, it will just send a signal to the collector through the connected waste vehicle, and it's monitoring through the city Wi-Fi systems in a smart city, and then it will go to that dustbin, priority to be given to that dustbin, so that we can collect from the full bucket of the bins. This is your IoT-based waste collection. Now, in a pollution monitoring systems in the smart city, so what can I do? That you see, we have various noise sensor, we have the temperature, humidity sensors, or air pollution sensors. Sometimes we have the air pollution maximum. So if I can have the sensor on that, so I can monitor the applications, I can monitor more in this area, so traffic should be less for this area to give the comfortable comfort to the persons of this thing. So now what are the challenges of IoT? You see, it's a object naming, data conversion, privacy, interoperability, security, quality of services, data encryption, and the key management. These are main challenges of the IoT base. Now, what are the research needs? The rapid urbanization is a very important factor. Energy, I need energy everywhere, and emission of greenhouse gases. Water resources are there. We need urban traffic related researches. You can have some potential parking problem that can be solved in various places. You see, you have a limited parking space, wastage of time and fuel to find a parking, loss of revenue and local business. So these are the scope. So public safety, remote monitoring of public attraction, homes, other places. Place with poor records become unattractive of citizens. So it shows the growth. So city lighting, another problem. So that can be used in your potential. So the research directions may be in your smart weather monitoring, smart water tank monitoring, smart baby monitoring, smart attendance, smart parking, smart health, smart home, controlling the appliances of your home. So sensor and chips are embedded. Now schools nowadays, you know, all the schools are going through the e-based systems, reading, teaching, library management, all systems are there for these systems. Now this is the that going to flourish. So revenue growth will also be there gradually. So now, why be connected about IoT? All of the same issues have been the access control, vulnerability, and management. These are main potentials and potential threats of the connectivity of the IoT. So what are the additional risks? Exposed to communication network. So definitely vulnerability will be there. If all are faithful across the globe, so nothing is also required. But unfortunately, we have to go for your safety measure for all of the devices, as we are getting more and more devices of your control exposed to the network systems and the worldwide systems. So these are the IoT-based systems. So this is my short presentations. So thank you for giving me opportunity for talking. Thank you. Over to you, Prof.
So what happened?
So I have completed my talk.
Okay. Can we have the moderator, Seetal? Seetal, are you there?
Thank you so much, sir, for your knowledge that you have shared with us. So there are some questions from
please.
people out there.
Now, please.
So there is a question that is there any other alternative to store IoT data basis Firebase?
No, IoT data can be stored anywhere. You can use your device, you can use your computational device, you can use your cloud, you can use your mobile device. but it depends on the volume of the data so that you can put it feasibly. It's not any mandatory things that it has to be put here, it has to be put there. So it is your convenience of design of your complete communication network systems. Okay. Next question.
There is one more question. That is, which encryption algorithm is most popular for IoT data security?
This depends on the, you see that primarily this, if the IoT based systems are your low energy based devices, that is one major hurdles. So, and that is why if power backup is not good, then we should go for lightweight encryption techniques. That means, what are the lightweight encryption techniques? Normal transposition based, exclusive or based, or this type of low computational cost and time based. Otherwise, complete your energy will go up in computing the security type of security. But if some base networks are there, there we shall use the firewalls and all other things to protect these things. So any specific algorithm, I think lightweight algorithm, I can say whatever be the algorithm can be used.
Sir, one more question. What are the risk factor of IoT in terms of data security?
Risk data system and change some parameter. What is most vulnerable? Suppose I have a heartbeat rate in my device, or I have some oximeter connected to systems. What will happen? I have a threshold that if it goes down 93, then it should give a alarm. So to 85, what will happen? It will not send the signal. That means node had been acquired by the intruder. So this is most vulnerable because we have to expose my device into the network, hog-based network systems, where I don't know what is the next node. Is it my node? No, not my node. It's a mesh network. So in the mesh network, anything can happen. Then mesh network, when I'm sending the data to the next node, it may be a malicious node. So that malicious node may take my data, may change my most vulnerability. That has to be keep in my mind when I am designing my security systems in the IoT-based network system.
So, but don't you think that it's very risky to be very much depend on the IoT, because all the things are very dependent on the network?
But I am taking the extreme case. If it is hacked, it is compromised. You are giving your username passwords. What is username passwords? Your sign. Never give this. So these are the primary things. You have to be, your system will be changed time and again. Suppose I had one BSNL systems. Every day in the morning, I used to see that some extra APN has been created. How it been created? I didn't create it. IT guys are there in my side by side, right? 20-bit security systems, and I used to stop it in the night. So it takes a lot of time to break it. Now it is secure. So this has to be addressed continuously. Not I have designed my security, I have given my security passwords. It's okay. No, it has to be monitored. It has to be adaptive type of things has to be done. Okay, next.
So there's one more. What are the major challenges of network issue in IoT?
Major challenges are the bandwidth. Mostly in our case, so nowadays everyone is talking about the compressed sensing and all other research areas where these bandwidth issues are being addressed. That means you see that if I have a 2G mobile, I have only one signal goes speed up, then other signal will take up. But sometimes the compressed sensing, they used to take the signal smartly from you if signal to the next device is not adequate. So these management of the bandwidth issues, that's why the compressed sensing is coming. Number of frequencies, how it can be used as a seamless. So these are major challenges.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time and for your valuable knowledge that you had shared with all of us. We are very obliged here to listen your words. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Thank you
Professor
so much,
Nayak.
Mandal sir.
Thank
you so much,
you.
Mandal sir.
Yeah,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much, Seetal. You have done a tremendous job. So now we are moving towards our next session, that is our keynote speaker session. So for that, I like to invite our moderator of the session, Aditi Singh.
Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to become the moderator for Professor Dharam Singh Jat, sir. So before proceeding forward, I would like to give a brief biography about the keynote speaker. So Professor Dharam Singh Jat received his Masters of Engineering and PhD in Computer Science and Engineering from prestigious university in India. He is a professor of computer science at Namibia University of Science and Technology. From 1990 to 2014, he was with the College of Technology and Engineering, Maharana Pratap University of Agriculture and Technology, Udaipur, India. He has guided about 8 PhD and 24 master research scholars. He is the author of more than 146 peer-reviewed articles and the author or editor of more than 16 books. His interests span the area of multimedia communications, wireless technologies, mobile communication systems, edge, roof computing, software-defined networks, network security, and Internet of Things. He has given several lecture invited talks at various prestigious conferences. He has been the recipient of more than 19 prestigious awards, such as Eminent Scientist Award, Distinguished Academic Achievement, Eminent Engineering Personalities, CSI Chapter Patron, CSI Significant Contribution, Best Faculty Researcher, Best Technical Staff, Outstanding University Service Award, and Distinguished ACM Speaker Award. Professor Dharam Singh is a fellow of the Institution of Engineers, Computer Society of India, and Chartered Engineers, senior member IEEE, and distinguished ASEAN speakers. He has contributed much to the development of multimedia communications over wired and wireless networks and from the special interest groups on wireless networks of Computer Society of India. And he was designated first convener and chairman Sigwins by CSI. He was member of International Review Committee for Accreditation and chairing of a number of programs of international conferences. He also developed an experiment based on simulation software for network experiments, research, and project works for undergraduate and postgraduate students. His research in developing video communication platforms for solving QoS issues in video communications and developed a framework for video transmissions over wireless networks for undergraduate and postgraduate students. So, with these words, I would like to invite Professor Dharam Singh Jat sir for enlightening us with his information and knowledge. Over to you, sir.
Good morning and good afternoon.
Good
Am I
afternoon.
audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Right now in Namibia, I think the time is around 10 a.m. So it's good morning as well as good afternoon as per the Indian times. First of all, I would like to thank Professor A.K. Nayak, who gave me this opportunity to present my talks in the prestigious events. Dear colleague, Professor Mandal, my friend, Mr. Rohit, Honorable Vice Chancellor J.S.P. President, Mr. Vyas, and Mr. Seni, So my presentation is based on the smart computing and communications enabling future Internet of Things. Before my presentation, I would like to say something about my institution and the country where I'm working. So just a moment. So the Namibia University of Science, I'm working a professor in Namibia University of Science and Technology. So this Namibia University of Science and Technology is a vibrant institution of higher learning with approximately 11,000 students enrolled, of which about 650 are international students, one representing 32 countries and the 4th continent, including India. Now, the Namibia is a beautiful country. This is only country in the world where the sand drone runs straight into the ocean. So this is the sand, and this is the ocean, and there's a stream of the sands is here. I saw first time it was the nice experience when I visited that place. So some of Indian movies also shooted in Namibia. You know, Dhoom 2 and the Gajni, and this some sorts of the Gajni movies shorts in Namibia. So this is recreating Gajnis. The name is Social Valley and the Dead Valley in Namibia, somewhere in the desert area. We have some collaboration with Indian government as well as the Namibian government. So the former President Pranab Mukherjee visited our university and he gave his keynote speech, and he announced that we establish a center of excellence in collaboration with the government of India and the government of Namibia in the Namibia Institute of Science and Technology. So this is the pictures that my department and the His Excellency the Vice Chancellor and the State Minister and our own Education Minister and the Member of Parliament in India. We also had a reception with His Excellency. My wife, she is also working in Namibia. She is professor in another university of Namibia. We have two public universities in Namibia. One is the Namibia Institute of Science and Technology. That is the University of Namibia. Here is my daughter. She is also doing masters in University of Southern California, Los Angeles, USA. Right now she is in second year. I already told you that we established a Center of Excellence in Information Technology. This is the government of India in collaboration and government of Namibia. I am also IEEE Distinguished Visitor Program. So I think we have about 25 distinguished speakers worldwide. So someone can invite, and IEEE will pay for the traveling allowance or other type of expenditures. So you can also apply if you're interested. This is I am also the ACM-DSP, and the similar facility is also with the ACM-DSP. Just a minute. So now I would like to highlight the importance of smart computing and communications and enabling Internet of Things. No, nowadays we are in the 4th industrial revolution, which most communicating devices in the world, in all applications areas, becoming smarter, more capable, intelligent, and more connected. So the digital revolution is powered by the Internet of Things, big data analytics, and communication technology. We know there is also the strong indication during the COVID-19 outbreak lockdown period that may computing and communication technology will see the acceleration of in the coming years in India also and also the other countries. So the Internet of Things devices promises to improve efficiency in the smart and secure environment, such as smart city, smart grid, smart farming, smart factories, militaries, connected vehicles, healthcare, environments, and creating new opportunities for homes. Cloud set characteristics by device-to-device communications. So a key element in the implementation of Industrial Revolution 4 solutions is the next generation network connectivity, smart computing, and communication to improve the competitiveness of various industry sectors through Internet of Things devices gathered huge amount of real-time data and the data analytics. So I will cover the technology trends, the emerging technology, the role of IoT and AI, smart cities, intelligent applications, etc. So here is the tremendous growth of the smart and intelligence environment. Cloud to the edge, intelligent applications and analytics are all a part of IoT applications and technology advancements growing in the digital age. So the well-known IT researchers from Gartner, the Gartner top 10 strategies. So the Gartner has identified the top 10 strategy information technology trends that will affect most enterprises in 2018, and the framing is as the intelligent, mass and the digital. These strategies will have a major disruptive potential for organizations until next 5 years or up to 2023. In 2022, Gartner gives another top 10 strategies and divided into two parts, and the people-centric and other is the small-centric. In people-centric, first is hyper-automation, uses technology to automate tasks that once required people to do those tasks. In multi-experience, focus on how people interact with the experience, control the digital world applications. Next one is democratizations. Technology means giving people easy access to technical or business expertise without extensive or costly training. That is also the important. And the human augmentation is about using the technology to enhance person, cognitive and physical experience, and abilities through use of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. The cognitive is also the important. We know this the cognitive augmentation improves person ability to think and makes better decisions. In this category, last one is transparency, ability to develop technology are creating a crisis of confidence. I'm going to present in detail about the smart and the space. In this case, first one is the enhancing edge computing. A computing topology where information process and content collection and also delivery take place closer to the source or the consumer of this information. We will discuss later on in detail. Next one is that distributed cloud refers to the distribution of the public cloud services to locations outside the cloud providers physical data center, but where is still controlled by the cloud service provider. Otherwise, cloud service provider will not allow. That is another important thing. Autonomous things utilize the artificial intelligence to perform tasks that are usually performed by the humans. Practical blockchain is the type of distributed ledger, and expanding the chronological list of cryptographically signed invocable transactional records shared by all the participants in the network. So the security problem is solved here. This one is the, now you see the security, it's not the security, it's the artificial intelligence security now. This increased the number of AI solutions and potential outbreak via IoT devices. And highly connected services created a truly score challenges. This one is sorry. This one is the Gartner Hype Cycle Emerging Technology 2017. As I already told you, the intelligent, digital, and mass are the three emerging technology trends that will shape future business in the next 10 years. Gartner 2017 Emerging Technology Hype Cycle discovers which technology advances will create business impact or 10 years. So this is the horizontal axis and this is vertical axis, and are labeled the time as well as the expectation. So that your expectation is the visibility. So in this case, you see the autonomous vehicle will take more than 10 years to reach up to the maturity or collective value. Connected home will take 5 to 10 years to reach up to the platinum value. IoT platform edge devices will take 2 to 5 years to teach until to reach the platinum value. AI intelligence. This is the statistics. This is the emerging technology since was in 2017. Now we are in 2020. So the AI general intelligence will take more than 10 years to reach up to the maturity value. This is the Gartner life cycle for technology 2019. In this case, the self-driving car or autonomous driving level. There is a level 4 and level 5. Level 4 years because this is automatic. All things are autonomous, but this is semi-automatic. Level 5 will take near about autonomous near about less than 5 years or 5 years to take up to the maturity value. In this particular emerging technology, Gartner includes the artificial intelligence applications like as AI, explainable AI, AI, AI cloud related services, and other AI, emotional AI, or some other AI applications. So the Gartner life cycle, artificial intelligence 2019, examine the innovation the innovation for next 10 years. In this case, the speech recognition will take less than 2 years to reach up to the plateau value. Artificial intelligence related deep learning, machine learning will take 2 to 5 years, as well intelligence applications, and the edge AI will take 2 to 5 years, and the smart robotics and drones will take 5 to 10 years to reach up to the plateau value. So why I have included the artificial intelligence, because now we are in industrial revolution, and now we are going to move, and we need artificial based solutions. So that's give the robust system, and we need to develop some robust system related to the different type of applications. So the combination of the high speed, resilient, low latency connectivity and technology, such as the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, will enable the transformation toward the sustainable smart.
Is Dharam Singh sir is connected with us? Aditi? Aditi, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay.
So I guess he has been disconnected.
Okay. Wait. I'm just trying to reconnect him, sir.
Yes.
Sorry for the interruption, as sir is not connected yet, so we are having a 2 more minutes delay, sir. Dharam Singh, sir, is my voice is audible to you?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Is my voice is audible now, sir?
Yeah. My apologies. I think today I don't know what is the problem in my system. There is a my so automatically it was disabled.
Sir,
If there is a problem, then I need to move in another computer.
so you
Sorry,
can now
sorry
continue.
for
Okay.
yeah.
No
Sorry,
issues.
my apologies for interruption. Can you help me where I lost
Aditi, please guide sir. Aditi,
Yes, sir.
please make sure that sir is connected or not.
So your screen is not shared over here.
As I think sir's internet connectivity is low, that's why we are facing that problem.
Yes, sir.
Rohit, are you connected? आजा ठीक there no problem Rohit,
Yes, sir.
are you audible? I am
Yes, sir.
audible.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Dharam Singh is changing his system. You tell for waiting for 2 minutes to all the participants.
Okay.
He got
So
some
I request-
problem in his system. Okay, so
Okay,
he's
sir.
changing to another system. So
Sure.
just because it's so long distance, there is there might be bandwidth problem or technical problem. So, but he's coming on. They are going to the alternative system.
Okay, sir. So I request all of you. There is a delay for 2 more minutes. Please stay connected with us.
Dr. Mandal is connected or disconnected?
I think, sir, he is disconnected. No, sir, he is connected.
Dr. Mandal is connected.
Yes, sir.
You have completed all the questions at that time, no?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
हाँ,
sir.
ठीक
Dada,
दादा कैसे हैं?
I'm there.
Very good. So very good. Thank you. Actually, by the meantime, I should give an instruction to all the participants. On 16th of August, we will be having 2 webinars. One will be organized by the Central University Jharkhand at 11 o'clock. That with the theme is of the webinar is international webinar on IT industries and online learning.
Okay.
And the same day, again the region 2, that is on Patna chapter, along with IBM, there will be another international webinar, which will be titled with opportunities and challenges in digital payments. Opportunities and challenges in digital payments. And this webinar will be inaugurated by the Director of Indian Institute of Management, IIM Raipur. The webinar will be inaugurated by the Director of Indian Institute of Management, IIM Raipur, Mr. Bharat Bhaskar, one of my very closest friend. He will be inaugurating the webinar, and this will be addressed by presided by the M.N. Hoda, the Bharati Vidyapith Director, as well as it will be addressed by Dr. Bhagwan Singh, the Professor of Central University, Dr. Tripathi, the Professor of the Mudra Institute of Communication, one of the very leading organizations so far as mass communication is concerned. And the third speaker will be from South Korea. She is a postdoctoral research fellow after his PhD doing the postdoctoral, Dr. Suman Pandey. So everybody should register in a large scale in both the webinars that will be organized by the Computer Society of India. Both the webinars. One is that by Central University Jharkhand, which will be at 11 a.m. on the same day, IT industries and online education, because the very important discussion will be there because we are moving towards the complete online education 4.0 after the COVID. And in that respect, how the IT industries can be helpful in helping the academic institution in that respect. It is one kind of academy and industry and academia interaction. And the second thing is that now that it has after the demonetization, the digital payments are gaining importance, and digital payments are also being very popular, and it will be implemented with more thrust after during this COVID period. It is being implemented very heavily. So, and that what are the pros and cons, what are the opportunities, and what are the challenges in digital payment, that will be also discussed by the appropriate people, and who are the authority of that is the cyber transaction as well as the cyber security and the network security, because when you are having the transaction, the networking security is one of the aspects, and all these things will be discussed on that webinar. So these are the mere information to all the participants, and to learn on 14th, we are having one event at Kanchipuram chapter, organized by Kanchipuram chapter, and everywhere I will be definitely visible as the part of the chairman of the academic committee of CSI. Kanchipuram chapter, that is on the network security, where we are having 2 speakers from abroad as well as 2 speakers from India. Network security, that will be on 14th, Friday, by the Kanchipuram chapter of CSI Kanchipuram chapter. So these are our forthcoming events that I have informed under the banner of Computer Society of India and the respective chapters. One on the 14th, Kanchipuram chapter. As Prof he has got connected. Singh sir. Hello? Hello? It is proper. Now you are connected. पूनम दत्ता. अरे वाह वाह वाह, चलिए मैडम भी आपका काम आ गई इस टाइम में. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी. रोहित, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड.
Yes, sir.
रोहित,
Yes, sir.
रोहित, मैडम का नाम पर
Yes.
कनेक्टेड
Hello.
देखो. पूनम.
Yes, sir is
Poonam ma'am
now
का नाम
connected.
पर.
Yes, sir. Poonam.
Very good. पूनम मैम का नाम.
I lost my connection. Someone can assist me with slides. I need to start. I lost my connection.
Slides. You should send the slides to Rohit. Hello.
Sir, your presentation is already showing, but it is not coming on the screen, sir.
Hey, Rohit. Rohit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can tell him he can also send the slides to you.
Yes, sure. But
If
I think
possible.
sir is again disconnected, sir.
Right?
Again disconnected.
क्या नहीं हुआ रोहित?
No, sir. He is again connecting with us. I'm just checking it out.
Let me see again. Okay, again problem. The problem from our side. Connect हो गया. Okay. Now it is connected. Okay.
क्योंकि सुबह 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 कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी. सुबह तो मैंने प्रेजेंट किया.
नहीं होता है.
ये प्रॉब्लम अभी आई है.
कंट्रोल. अच्छा, हमने माता सरस्वती को प्रार्थना कर लिया. अब नहीं होगा दिक्कत. चलिए.
अभी तो
जरूरत नहीं. अब नहीं होगा. चलिए.
Now I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible now.
Audible.
Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible now.
Now I'm.
Yes. Slide is very clearly visible. Rohit?
Yes, sir.
Voice has again
Hello.
gone?
Sir,
Actually,
Hello.
sir's connection is.
Yes.
I'm audible now.
You are audible.
Okay. So where I lost the connection, can I explain this one?
Yes, sir, you were explaining this one, the slide only.
Okay. Please respond if I lost my connection again, Prof.
Sir, you are
Now I'm audible?
Yes,
sir,
you are audible.
Okay, it's fine. Yeah. So now the difference between the three different machine learning, including deep learning, and the machine learning is artificial intelligence, a subset of AI that includes.
Sir, the connection is lost again, sir.
Yes, sir.
So as I think that sir's network is too slow, that why this type of problems is happening, sir.
Rohit?
Sir is again disconnected. Yes, sir. Sir is again disconnected, sir.
This is the first time we are facing this kind of problem.
Yes, sir.
We have never happened this kind of problem.
This is all because of low network connectivity, sir.
Far distance, na? Then what can
Sir,
we do
he
in
has
that
been
case?
connected. Rohit, sir?
Yeah, he is connected.
सर इसको फुल स्क्रीन करते प्रॉब्लम. हेलो.
Yes,
sir.
iPad में.
You are audible. Singh Sahib. Rohit.
Yes, sir. He is also already connected, but he is losing his network continuously, sir.
I think वो माम का तो कंप्यूटर यूज कर लिए, इनको बोलिए माम का वो नेट भी यूज करने के लिए.
Yes, sir.
अपना नेट में इनका कम हो गया होगा पावर, इसीलिए वो सवेरे लेक्चर दे रहे थे दूसरा EM में. You remember I have also faced this kind of problem when in the
Yes,
day
sir.
I had to address in 3 webinar. After 2 webinar I got the loss of the networking.
I think that is the main problem, sir. I
Ah,
think that is the main problem, sir.
he should use the net of mom, the cell phone of mom also for networking purpose. Let me continue. अच्छा, नेट आप किसका यूज कर रहे हैं? अपना फोन का यूज करते हैं कि माम का फोन यूज करते हैं? ब्रॉडबैंड कनेक्टेड घर से? हाँ, दूसरा नेटवर्क माने आपका सेल फोन में नेटवर्क है, नेट है? हेलो हेलो, आप माम हेलो, आप माम का आप 5 मिनट वेट कर रहा हूं, आप लगाए दूसरा नेट लगाए, माम का नेटवर्क भी लगा लीजिए। रोहित,
Yes, sir.
वो दूसरा नेट कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं, तब तो कोई क्वेश्चन आंसर है क्या मंडल जी के लिए?
Yes, sir. I think sir is now.
ये अभी तो चालू है सर, अभी मैं इसको फुल स्क्रीन नहीं करता हूँ।
और चालू है?
Yes, sir.
मैं आई एम ऑडिबल नाउ?
Yes, sir. You are audible and visible also. Yes, sir. Your
I am
connection
now.
is good. Yes, sir.
हाँ, audible.
So I will not I think so. Now what is the is and is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Hello. Voice is not coming.
Again, the connection is lost.
Voice is not coming. The same problem what I was facing.
Yes, sir.
The day when I have the webinar.
Yes,
Then
sir.
suddenly I made the extra. You did my extra,
Yes, yes, sir.
extra data, the booking, and then I started the thing. I've told him to go for another network. Dr. Mandal is connected or gone out?
Not connected now, sir.
Okay. By the time you invite Shams to speak.
Yes, sir. I think Chancellor is also not connected. I'm just calling him out, sir.
अब नेटवर्क चेंज कर रहे हैं क्या? नेटवर्क चेंज कर रहे हैं? हाँ कीजिए कीजिए, हम लोग तब तो फिलर दिए हुए थे। ओके, Sam is connected?
No, sir, he is connecting with us. Not connected yet, sir.
Connecting, na?
Yes, sir.
You invite him. Mandal Sahib has also come. Is there any question answer?
Yeah, there was one question, Aditi. You can ask that question from J.K. Mandal, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have that question as I have forwarded you. You can ask that question. Yeah.
Dr. Mandal?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Mandal is audible?
Yes, sir. Sir, please unmute. Mandal, sir, please unmute, sir. Yeah, now you are audible.
There is a question you should answer, but that should be a time gap that should we have to pass.
So there is one question, which is how can we implement IoT in rural areas where the internet connection is not up to the mark? Thus, without infrastructural development, it cannot be implemented. So can you please emphasize on this? How can we implement IoT in rural areas?
Okay, now this is a challenge. That the BSNL has connectivity to each also. So network is all the
Mandal, sir, your voice is also not clear, sir.
Rohit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sam, sir, is
there is some problem for our side. You try with it, Sam's. But it is clear. Sam's.
Yeah,
Sam,
sir.
sir is connected. Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. So this is RVP2 Shams Raza with the concluding remarks and vote of thanks.
No, not vote of thanks. Sam's.
The topic is, which is right now this pandemic
Sam, sir,
getting more relevant.
Can I interrupt?
It is RVP address, not vote of thanks.
Sam, sir. Yeah. Sam, sir, are you connected?
Yes, sir, he is still connected.
Everything is going to be enhancing and making more capable the smart computing. So the speakers have narrated all of things, especially J.K. Mandal sir has given a very good insight. Unfortunately, Dham Singh could not complete it, but his presentation was very excellent. And I hope at the beginning he has given some of the concepts very nice and very acceptable. And we hope his participation in coming futures in some more webinars. With these words, I congratulate the team of IIBM and CSI Patna for hosting this webinar and wish success to the organizer and appreciate the participant, and they must have adopted very good knowledge and insight from this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Nayak, sir. Nayak, sir, can we unmute? Can you unmute, sir? Nayak, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So as I think Dharam Singh sir is also not connected. So can we conclude this meeting now, sir? Or shall we wait?
1 minute, just let me have a last call to him.
Okay, sir.
Hello, Rohit. Rohit? Rohit.
Yes, sir. Nayak, sir. Nayak, sir. Nayak sir. Okay, dear participants and respected dignitaries, I, uh, I like to inform you that due to some technical problem, Dharam Singh sir is not connecting with us. So I like to conclude today's webinar with a sorrow note that for being 17 webinars that we have conducted by IIBM, hosted by IIBM. So this is the first time that we have faced this type of technical problem. So we are sorry for that. And with these words, I like to conclude today's webinar. And I also like to congratulate and thank all the participants and the dignitary members who have participated today. And I have also provided the 2 feedback forms in the chat box, both in the YouTube as well as in the Zoom box. So you can fill that feedback form there. So with these notes, I like to thank J.K. Mandal sir, Nayak sir, Vyas sir, Saini sir, Dharam Singh sir for connecting with us and sharing their valuable information with us. So with these words, I like to conclude and thank you all. Dharam Singh sir.
So he has been connected.
Sir, is my voice is audible? Dharam sir. Yeah, sir. Is my voice is audible? Okay, sir. So can we continue, sir?
Say again. I'm audible.
Yeah, audible, but somehow the voice is not clear, sir.
Hello. Yeah, I think today we don't have the stable connectivity. Maybe problem with the
we apologize.
I also try with another type of connectivity.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this apology from my side. But can I conclude if
yeah,
voice is clear?
Sure, sir. Now your voice is clear. You can conclude. Yeah.
So if there is a voice is breaking, please. I'm audible?
Yes, sir, you are somehow audible, sir. It is interrupting, but somehow audible. Okay. So we can't help, sir.
My apologies from the participants because still we are talking about the communication part and the problem of communication and the connectivity, how we will solve. So now music and connectivity and that I faced the problem, such type of problem first time, because I checked in each and every devices, even the iPad and also the mobile connectivity. So this is also the challenges from how we solve this connectivity while we are implementing the cloud computing, edge computing, and the other type of computing. So the solutions of this computing is we have to create a the edge, and fog is another computing, and cloud is because it is your hand. And we also need to develop the intelligence based device that enables the machine learning algorithm or something, so that computing part will be at your edge.
Thank you, Dham sir. So now with these words and sorry for that interruption, I like to signing off this today's meeting, and I pray for the grand success of this webinar. Thank you so much all of you for attending today's session. We will meet on our next